Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a pick a card reading. So this is going to be on a soul connection that you feel with another person. And we're just going to get some energies of what you need to know about that connection and what you need to know about what the person is currently feeling or going through at this particular time that may be affecting your connection. So what we're going to do is we're going to shuffle these cards here so that way you guys have an opportunity to basically pick things, whether it's like a color or a number or the message on the card. But before we get started, I just want to let you guys know I am recording in a lower resolution today, and the reason why is that on Friday I recorded my videos in a higher resolution, but for some reason it just took so long for me to upload, like literally about 5 to 6 hours. And so because of that, I actually had to cancel my plans on Friday because I had to get these videos out to the people that had paid for them. So if this is just kind of laggy or kind of grainy, I apologize. I'm not really sure what the deal is. It may have just been a fluke on YouTube that day, but I didn't want to take the chance because I do have plans later today, and I am doing a collaboration with Dee from Consciousness Evolution Journey. She has invited me to do some of her tarot or true tarot stories, and so we're going to be doing these for 3 people. And so I don't know when she'll post those, but we are certainly coming together to do that. She's invited me to do it. So I'm extremely excited about that. I also have another collaboration with Melanie from Whole Again 1111 on Tuesday, and we're just going to basically be doing not necessarily a Q&A. We're going to be getting to a lot of the questions that we didn't get to on our collab last week because we just had a bunch of people come through the chat, and unfortunately we're just not able to, keep up with all the messages. So we're just going to, do like a little chat session on Tuesday, and I'll go ahead and post the details of when that will be, probably tomorrow when I post my Soul Connection weekly readings. So anyways, that's about it. So if you guys are interested in anything that I'm using, just check the links in the description box below. When it comes to the decks that I've created, if you guys are international, just email me. I'll send you a special link. Other than that, if you're within the USA, I have everything available in my Etsy store. So let's go ahead and shuffle these guys. So let's just see what Spirit has to say in regards to your connection with another person. And so we're going to pull some cards out here. This right here is called the Secret Language of Color cards. So number 1, if you want to choose either number 1 or this color or the message, this is for you. Now, what's interesting is that I did an Instagram reading this morning and this card came through. So it could be something significant if you guys resonate with those messages. Bronze, strengthen your body. Okay. So that's the message. It's card number 14, which equals to be a 5. All right, let's go ahead and choose number 2. Beautiful. We have brown. Number 12, establish boundaries. Okay. And number 3, purple, developmental clarity. Number 39. Beautiful. So just go ahead and make your choices based on that. And as far as what I'm using, it will just be in the description box below. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys each deck and everything that I'm using just because it's a lot of talking and I just don't want to interrupt the flow of this reading. So we're just going to go ahead and get into it, okay? So if you guys want to choose number 1, that's where we're going to start. I will put the timestamps in the description box below. All right, you guys, if you chose number 1, the card is bronze, strengthen your body, card number 14. So let's go ahead and get into some messages here. So let's see the first thing that Spirit wants to bring forth for your connection, what you need to know. We have settling, okay? So we're settling in some sort of way. Well, let's go ahead and see what this has to do with. So we're going to go into this shadow here, just kind of see how are we settling? How are we settling? Something might even be settling in our body. We have envious, okay? So this could be a significant message for some of you out there. You may be feeling this in your body, as in maybe you are settling into this energy, or this envious energy is in your body, literally settling there. And it's taking away from the strength of your own body when it comes to this connection with this person. I just got to tell you guys what I'm getting as it comes through. But yeah, for some reason, I feel like this is probably the person watching the video. And if it's the other way around, take that message instead. But somebody is feeling envious, perhaps, of what their other person, their partner is doing, or maybe they're not doing. But I really feel like it's something that your partner is doing and you're envious and you're feeling like, gosh, like maybe you're settling for less. Maybe you're envious because they're moving forward and you're not. but we have strength in your body. Something is taking away from our strength. Something is settling unhealthily in our body, and it's causing us to feel a certain way. Okay, that's what I'm getting here from this. So let's go ahead and consult some tarot just to kind of get another message here. What does this all have to do with? Yeah, see, look at this, you guys. 5 of water, which is the 5 of cups energy. This is definitely not the greatest energy. So it doesn't mean that this whole situation is bad or that there's something wrong with you. It just means that there's been some sort of sadness, some sort of disappointment. We might be looking at things and just feeling really crummy at this point about our connection or what's ever happened in our connection. And so this is kind of settling in our bones. It's settling in our body somewhere, and it just isn't making us feel good. So the 5 of Cups is always that reminder that we have to start looking at that cup that is, half full rather than half empty at this particular time. So Spirit wants us to know that if we want to strengthen ourselves, if we want to survive whatever is happening right now with this partnership or lack of partnership or disconnect or separation, we really need to start looking at things differently. We can't settle in this energy. This energy is just going to keep us stuck at this point. We need to move through it. We need to move past this energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look what your person's higher self wants to say to you at this particular time. Your beauty still moves me, though. So regardless of whether or not you're with them, speaking to them, or that their actions are reflecting this, they do still see you as something beautiful. They are still able to look at you and see some good about you in this connection. So again, you might be assuming the worst because something happened. You might be assuming because maybe they settled perhaps in something else and not with your connection. You might be taking this personally as in this person doesn't care about you, or this person, or like you're not good enough. And what I'm getting from their higher self is that that's not necessarily the case. It could just be that they're settling because they're not feeling strong at this point. And the 5 of Cups is also a card that shows a man who's looking at 3 cups. Can sometimes indicate third party. That's just if it resonates with you guys. And there's 2 cups behind him, but he's not focused on those. So it could just be that right now somebody's just settling because it's easier to do. It's going to take too much strength and courage and energy in order to change a situation. And so you might be looking at this and just really feeling down and out about why this person chose another partnership, or why they're choosing to settle in a situation and they're not changing it at this particular time. But it doesn't have to be third party. If that's not your guys' message, don't take it. All I know is that somebody does still feel good about you, but you're really focused on all the negatives, and it's really affecting you. It's really affecting your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, your mental state. So let's get another card here. Okay, so this is what we have. It's time to create a new story. It's time to start telling yourself a different story. The story that you're telling yourself about this partnership or this situation, there may be some darker energy that's tied to it. And so when we are thinking constantly about something in the negative, or we're thinking about something in that energy of it's just insurmountable, we're only able to think about the dark but not the light. This is a time for us to shift this energy. We've got to shift this energy. We've got to kind of go back into the connection, or go back into the memories or the disappointment. And we really need to, maybe as a form of therapy, write it out. Maybe you're feeling a lot of, uncomfortable energy or anger or darkness towards this person, perhaps. This is an energy here that's saying, might be time to write a letter. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to write a letter and send it to this person, unless that's something that you feel guided to do. You could technically get your feelings out on paper and then burn it as a ceremony, as just something that's healing for you, just to kind of get these things out, to get your emotions, to get what you want to say out on paper. That might be very good for some of you. This might be something that actually really helps to strengthen you and also clear that envious energy that's trying to settle into your body right now. This is this is also an energy that's coming through as you may hear from this person. You're very focused perhaps on all the things that are just not happening right now. We're very sad, but it could just be that this person actually writes you. Now, it doesn't mean that it has to be old-fashioned, pen to paper writing. It doesn't seem to be a thing anymore. It could be a text. It could be a post that they make on social media. It could be something where you just feel this energy from them that they are still feeling you in a positive way. It's something very uplifting. It's a shift that's very uplifting, and I feel really good about it. So I like that. So let's go ahead and go into these cards here, get some additional information. Yeah, because again, the desert, for some reason, in this connection is dry. We're not quite sure when we're going to make it to water. I think it's very interesting that this deck, the suit is called water, and we have dry desert. The desert is dry. Some of you could be dealing with somebody that you are actually separated by water, or we have somebody in the desert, we have somebody near water. This could be significant for some reason. But all I know is that this is a dry desert right this moment, but it doesn't mean that we have to focus on that. We can focus on the nourishment. We can focus on nourishing ourselves, even though right now things might seem very barren. They might seem very just sparse and just, like that lack. But again, with the Five of Cups, I always know when it comes out that we're focusing on we're focusing on the wrong thing. We need to start focusing on the things that are right, the things that are going well, the things that we can change. Sometimes we just can't change a situation when it comes to another person. But what we can do is we can change the energy within ourselves, which in turn changes the dynamics of how people respond to us. But it starts with us, you guys. And a lot of people get stuck in this thinking of only focusing on the other person and only focusing on what they need to do. And if they would only do this and if they would only do that, then I'll be happy when. And that's not the way that it works. So we really need to focus on changing our attitudes and changing the stories and the words that we're telling ourselves, the things that we're believing. Also, if some of you are very focused on watching somebody on social media and you're just really focused on everything that they're saying or not saying, or maybe you're even feeling envious and that darker energy when you're looking at that stuff, stop doing it because it's not helping you. You may need to detach. I just see that there's somebody that's focused in the wrong area right now, and it's causing them to feel this energy, and it's not good. Because the thing is that you have this beauty about you that this person is connected to and that is attracted to. So it's not that there's nothing between the two of you. It just means that where things are at right now, it might be a little dry. But as long as we continue to stay in this energy, it's kind of like things can't really shift or change. So we've got to get strong. We've got to strengthen. We are going to survive is what Spirit is saying there, okay? Yep, that's what we got. So let's go ahead and get another message here. We have purse wallet. This is about true wealth, okay? Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that true wealth comes from finances. A lot of people will look at prosperity and abundance and immediately say it's material, as in it is money. Not necessarily, even though sometimes people can feel very prosperous and feel a lot of abundance that is connected to material things such as money. But that's not always the case. Pursue your true wealth. What is your true wealth? What does that look like to you? What's going to cause you to feel more confident about yourself? What is going to cause you to pull yourself out of this very dry, kind of sad state? Some of you may even be writing at this particular time. You're writing about your emotions. You're writing about how you're feeling. And this may be something that actually builds your confidence as you move forward, and also something that may be very beneficial later financially. I mean, that could be a message for some of you out there. So let's go ahead and get a message from our angels, some advice to just wrap up this situation, and then we're going to get a possible future energy for this connection. Yeah, look, Goddess of Justice, you guys. I love this card. What seems like an injustice is actually a blessing. So something that's happened here. So this is about divine timing. This is about somebody who may have done something to cause this sadness or disappointment for you. But whatever happened, it happened for a reason. So this is about a I will survive kind of an energy. Whatever happened, happened for a reason. And whatever is supposed to happen in regards to karma and all of those things, you need to leave it up to the divine, because the justice is going to be served. Whether it's an apology, whether it's a lesson, whether you just become stronger from this situation and you're just like, oh my gosh, you know, if I can survive this, I can survive anything, kind of an attitude. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how the future energies may play out in this situation. I love it. Page of Water, Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups to me is a beautiful card, because this is the brand new beginning and the fresh new start of something. This is somebody who may offer you a beautiful message. It may not be huge. It may not be 100% what you were expecting or looking for, but this could literally be something that's coming from the heart. Words, emotions, something that changes this energy around. All I know is that I have an energy of renewal here. I have an energy, oops, sorry you guys. I have an energy of somebody who may come back and apologize, because now that I have that Justice card and now I have that Page of Cups energy, somebody may literally write you or message you to tell you that they still, like, your beauty moves them, and that they want to apologize for whatever disappointment or whatever injustice perhaps that has been created by something that, you know, they did, or maybe some sort of misunderstanding between the two of you. So my advice to you guys, and what I'm getting here, is that really just continue to work on you. Do what you can in order to change this focus on the negative. And instead of looking at that dry desert as in it seems hopeless, really put your energy into creating a new situation for yourself, a new reality. And this new reality with that purse and wallet, I really feel what that's telling us is that it's going to create that abundance for you. You're going to move forward. You're going to feel more confident. You're going to feel stronger in this situation. You're not going to feel strong here. It's not going to happen. It's not going to bring justice. It's not going to bring this offer. You know, staying stuck in this energy means that we're stuck, and we're also not helping the flow of what is supposed to come to us. We're actually standing in the way of the flow. So if you guys are wanting this, the best thing that I can tell you is to not settle in this crappy energy and really focus on creating something new for yourself, walking through this dry desert, getting to water, and strengthening your body. You must drink that water again. You are depleted. You are starving yourself at this point. And you need to stop doing this, because this energy is not serving you in a positive way. The divine wants to bring justice to you. And yes, karmically, justice is going to happen regardless. But if you want to help speed the situation along, put more energy and focus into yourself, surviving, doing the best thing that you can do for you, and justice is going to be served. I love it. Now, water to me is the season of summer. We're in winter. I understand there's a lot of people that watch my videos, so that could be current energy for some of you, or it could be a few seasons away. So that, I feel, is really beautiful. There's some kind of an energy here where the situation and the emotions and how you're feeling about something is changing, and it's changing for the positive. Wow. You literally have a message of somebody telling you how beautiful you are and how they still feel something for you. That's amazing. And it's because you've jumped into your own confidence and your own strength, and you have survived. And this is very either attractive to them, or you're just feeling so much better that just you're in this different vibration. And when we're in a high vibration, it's almost like as if by magic things come to us that we just thought we were never going to. It's just beautiful. I hope that you guys enjoyed that message. All right, you guys, if you chose number 2, we have brown, and this message is establish boundaries, and it's the number 12, which reduces to 3. So let's go ahead and see what Spirit is talking about when it comes to establishing boundaries. Interesting, we have communication. So it could be that right now some of you guys are experiencing within your connection, there may be that there's no communication. I understand some people might not be speaking to someone, or there could be that we're trying to establish boundaries when it comes to how we are communicating or how we are expressing ourselves. And so if you guys are in a non-communication state, this might be that somebody is trying to respect your boundaries. Somebody is trying not to reach out because they don't want to overstep their boundaries. That could also be your energy as well. So let's go ahead and see what the shadow is. Ooh, interesting. Lust. Okay. So what I'm picking up on from this immediately is that it might be that somebody either doesn't want to come on too strong, or somebody is like, okay, this could be your energy watching the video. Like you want to make contact, like you want to come towards this person. Why? Because you are feeling this desire for them. You want to come together, but you realize that there's boundaries here. There may be boundaries for a variety of reasons. Either this person has said, you know what, I need time and space. Maybe this person is with somebody else. Maybe that's your situation and that's how they're feeling about you. But people really would like to communicate their desires. They really want something, but they're trying to hold themselves back. Okay, someone is holding their desires back. They're holding back this communication because they're trying to respect boundaries. Wow, that's very interesting. So let's go ahead and get a tarot and see what this may have to do with. Oh boy, judgment, exactly. You know, judgment is about karma. Judgment is about not wanting to make an error in judgment. Somebody feels called, you know, call and communication, you guys. I got to be honest. I mean, there's some kind of an energy here where somebody wants to call someone. And it's because they are lusting. And it doesn't mean that there's, you know, low vibration here, but somebody really wants to call somebody. Somebody really wants to make contact, but they are really trying to respect somebody's boundaries. We have lust as in, I want to call this person. I want to come together with this person, but I'm weighing the scales and trying to figure out if that's the right thing to do. Should I do that? I do see judgment as that card of karma. What we do comes back to us in the form of judgment, as in Judgment Day. So somebody is really, they're coming awake, they're becoming awakened, they're really coming into this lustful, desiring energy for someone, and they want to reach out. But at the same time, they're trying to ground themselves. They're trying not to, it's like they don't want to come across as just, you know, lustful. They don't want to come across as unstable. So yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and see what this person's higher self's message to you is. What is this person's higher self message to you? If this person left you and they decided that they were just going to kind of go off into the world and figure something out, maybe they left you for someone else, they chose someone else over you, the grass wasn't greener on the other side. It wasn't. They may have made an error in judgment. The grass was not greener on the other side. It wasn't all it was cracked up to be. And now they're feeling this pull to come towards you again and either call you or communicate this feeling that they have towards you. Seriously. It's almost like they have not been able to forget about you. And why? Because everything was not as it was cracked up to be. Things were not what they expected. Wow. All right, let's get another message here. Wow. It's been tough. Oh, lesson has been tough, you guys. Somebody's karma was tough. It was hardship, thorns. I mean, there's definitely an energy here of karma. Somebody got their karma. Somebody has reflected on the past. They have reflected on either how they treated you or how, you know, how much they hurt you. And it's almost like this energy is coming back full circle around towards them again. And they're realizing that, wow, what I did or what I had, I lost it. And it's been hard. It's been a hard lesson. And I've come through some really hard times. Maybe somebody was, you know, kind of pulled in their desires because of lust. And it's kind of like because they were in that ego part of themselves, this lustful energy, and maybe they weren't able to establish boundaries within themselves, that this really caused a lot of hardship for your connection. But all I know is that somebody didn't get what they were looking for. So if they're with somebody else now, or they're alone, regardless, it's like it wasn't all what it was cracked up to be. They may have thought that things were going to get awesome and things that were going to be better for them or whatever. And it's just like it didn't turn out that way. It didn't turn out that way. They've actually gone through some hard times because of whatever happened, because of what they've done. Because remember, the judgment is all about our past actions, and we reflect on our past actions, and we just kind of see where we may have gone wrong with certain situations or how we treated people. And so karmically, these things come back around. And this person has had some hard lessons to learn. And since we are obviously plugged into your connection, this has a lot to do with how they treated you in the past. Wow. Okay, so let's go ahead and get another message here. Yep, Dragon's Lair. Oh my. Yeah, that's hardship right there. That Dragon's Lair, I mean, look at this. This is just like this, very icy, cold, I don't even know what that is. I mean, it's just like out in the middle of the ocean, it looks like, and it's just very cold, and, having to get through all that hardship that's in that Dragon's Lair. I mean, it's definitely something that is, you're facing some challenges for sure. So I really feel like the person that you chose number 2 for has gone through some hardships when it has come to the way that they treated you. And they may want to come back into your life and apologize and say that the grass wasn't greener on the other side and you are in fact what they want. But it may be that right now they don't want to overstep their boundaries. Maybe you have other things going on for yourself now. And even though they're feeling this way, they don't want to impose on your life. And if you guys don't have anything going on, they just may not know how to come towards you to communicate this with you, because maybe they're afraid that, they're afraid of the rejection or something like that. This is what I keep getting here. Wow. Okay, let's go ahead and get another message. I have child. Give yourself permission to play. So what I'm getting from this person, and it's not to absolve them, and it's not to basically say, I didn't know any better, but they were a child. They just were. Okay? People basically have to do certain things in order to grow. And sometimes, childish behavior can lead to hurtful behavior. Sometimes people can really hurt people without realizing it until later. All I know is that the person that you're dealing with is very regretful with the way that things turned out, because they've experienced a lot of karma and a lot of hardship. And it doesn't mean that they just want to come back with you because, shit didn't work out for them. It's definitely this energy where they've grown. And the reason that I say that is because when it comes to judgment, like, we're looking back on our past. We're realizing the wrongs. We're realizing the hardships that we have caused others. We're getting our karma. We're getting our ass handed to us. So we've got brown. Established boundaries. It's almost like this person kind of has learned. They've grown. They've gone through that, from that child to an adult finally. And now that's why they're coming full circle with things. Very interesting. So let's get another message here. Let's get some angel advice on this. Yeah, angel of new life. There's a new energy here. There's a resurrection. The judgment is also about resurrection. It's things coming back to life. It's somebody feeling that energy again. They might have this renewed sense of energy with them that has something to do with you, and they're wanting to explore this. They're thinking a lot about you suddenly. Things are coming back to life. Again, things are coming full circle. And you might hear from this person. You might get a call from this person is what I'm seeing here, number 2. It says an exciting new chapter in your life is about ready to unfold. So maybe what happened long ago, this chapter that closed long ago, it may be that something is going to happen here. And so we're going to go ahead and end this with one last tarot card and just kind of see what this future energy may look like. And I say may because anything can shift and change within this time. What's the possible energy of the future? Wow, you guys, Page of Fire, Page of Air. I'm sorry, not air. Page of Fire, which is Page of Wands. This is a message. Yeah. Because pages are messengers. Pages bring forth, offers. This is also about brand new energy. It's very exciting. It's very playful. It's very spontaneous. It's very fiery, very passionate, makes us feel alive. So yeah, I definitely get this energy here of some kind of renewed energy, a renewed phase of a connection, somebody coming back and actually telling you that they are sorry for the hardships that they have caused you, that they really just, were immature at the time and just, I guess couldn't see the value in the connection, but they certainly see it now. And they may want a second chance because, things weren't all they were cracked up to be. And they may just have been in this very lustful energy back then. But I feel this person's desire for you. They want to establish new boundaries. It's kind of like they may want to come back in with you and they may want to make things more solid than they were before. They may want to go about this connection in a way that they weren't able to before. They want to be more adult about this connection than they were before. So Anyways, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed number 2. If it didn't resonate, you can always pick number 1 or 3. So let's go ahead and get into number 3. All right, guys, if you chose number 3 or the color purple or the message develop mental clarity, number 39. So let's get into it, okay? So let's just see what Spirit wants to say in regards to this for your connection. Purple, of course, is that energy of third eye chakra. So it could just be that there's some, connection in the higher realms with this person. Maybe they're thinking a lot about you. You're thinking a lot about them. We also have mental clarity. People are trying to get clear about things. We have purge. Okay. So this is definitely an energy here where we're trying to get rid of something. We're trying to purge. We're trying to clear. We're trying to heal. So this is about mental clarity, clearing ourselves mentally, also clearing ourselves emotionally. This is about clearing our energy. So we might be really doing or spending a lot of time meditating. We may really just be kind of trusting our higher self and trusting our intuition in regards to how to heal from this partnership, or how to let go of anything that's low vibrational that's connected to this partnership. So let's go ahead and get into the challenge now. Yeah, silenced. It could be here because mental clarity and this third eye chakra, for me, what I picked up on from the very beginning is that there may not be a communication with you and them. And so we're having to trust our intuition. We might have telepathic communication rather than actual communication in the 3D world. Somebody feels silenced. Or people are not speaking during this time. They're having to purge. They're purging something while they try to get this mental clarity. So let's get a tarot and see what this has to do with. Oh, wow. See? That just proves it right there. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is an energy here of something that was, something ended. Something ended and it was painful. Definitely painful here. Somebody may have just ghosted you, because I kind of sometimes see that 10 of Swords as a ghosting card. Usually that's somebody laying on the ground with 10 swords in their back and literally they can't move. Somebody just kind of does that to them and walks away and leaves them with all that pain. So it's definitely very painful energy. So if you're not resonating with this one, I would say choose number 1 or 2. But the 10 of Air, 10 of Swords, an ending here. And this may have silenced somebody, as in somebody just ghosted you and you didn't have any mental clarity as to why this ending took place. Why did this happen? And you were just like silenced. What could you do? It left you in this state of just like with all these emotions and just having no choice but to just let go and purge this energy, because somebody may not be speaking to you and you're just like, I don't get it. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. I don't understand why this has happened to me. So this is definitely a really challenging connection I'm picking up on here, okay? Oh yeah, look at that, you guys. The hourglass. Time is slipping. So this could be that this has been going on for quite some time, or you're just like, I don't know how much more time I can spend or maybe waste on trying to figure out what happened with this person. They're not speaking to me, or I refuse to reach out to them. But see, the thing is, time is slipping. Somebody's just kind of waiting. They're not coming forward, or you're not coming forward. We don't have that mental clarity. We're trying to get mental clarity, but we're having a very difficult time getting this mental clarity for some reason. So we really, we really are up against a challenge in this one, you guys. Okay, so let's continue. Oh yeah, goblins, you guys. The goblins are scary. We got a lot of dark energy. Now, that doesn't mean that your connection is dark. It just means that there may have been a lot of triggers and a lot of shadows that have been brought up through dealing with them. They may have really drudged up your just worst fears, literally, like being in this forest of goblins and just trying to feel like, how the hell am I going to get out of this creepy, scary forest? It's like your worst nightmare coming true. Okay. So somebody ended something. Maybe you had to end something with someone because of something that had happened. All I know is that somebody is feeling very much in the dark. They're feeling silenced. They're feeling out of control. They're feeling very unknown. They don't understand. They're trying to gain that mental clarity. And they might just be coming to that conclusion that they just need to let it go for now, because they can't waste any more time waiting on this person or trying to figure out what happened. Okay, so it's literally like somebody's worst nightmares coming true. Why did this happen? I don't understand. I feel like such a victim. And that's not to say that you can't feel like a victim, but like we're really in the shadows with this one for some reason. So let's see what this person's higher self has to say to you at this time. What does this person's higher self want to say to you about just everything? What's the deal? Those are too many cards, you guys, so I'm only taking one. Okay. Well, this person has thought a lot about you lately, okay? So even if they are being silent, even if they just ghosted you and you don't obviously know what's happening here, they have thought a lot about this. Maybe they're trying to gain that mental clarity to come forward. Maybe they have kind of put their tight lips on and they're not communicating to you because maybe they feel like, hey, you know what? Too much time has gone on, or I treated this person this way. Maybe they've just kind of let me go. But there's some kind of mental, like there's an unclear energy mentally for people. People don't know what's going on. People don't know what to think. But this person, if you feel like they've never thought about you again, or they ghosted you and they just out of sight, out of mind, I'm actually getting that they're thinking a lot about this for some reason. And it just could have something to do with maybe, you know, the changes in, you know, just the planetary ruling of things or the eclipse, or just, it could just be that something's coming back around in order for them to deal with the consequences of their actions. So this is giving us an opportunity to heal this. It's giving us an opportunity to face our demons, to face our darkness, to kind of see our own stuff and deal with it. Okay. And, yeah, but it's some of you feel like they've just completely abandoned me and forgotten about me and they've never thought about me again. I'm getting from this person's higher self what they're telling you, that I may not be thinking about coming back because I'm not clear. I may be in my darkness and unable to come back at this time, but I have thought a lot about you lately. So that might be something healing for some of you to know. Wow, look at you guys. Look at this bathroom. This is saying, flush away all that no longer serves you. Look, purge and flushing away that no longer serves you. So I am really getting here from Spirit is that this is how this person just needed to deal with you if they did this to you, if they literally just kind of threw you away or just stepped away or ghosted you or what. That's just what they had to do. And that's just their way of dealing with endings, dealing with purging, dealing with their shadows. But I'm also getting that the time may be up for you on, you know what? Do I continue to stay waiting or do I move forward? And I'm getting that the way forward and the way for mental clarity is to let this go. Now, this doesn't mean you're letting them go for good. It just means that you're letting go of all of this sadness. You're letting go of this energy of all the pain that's attached to the Ten of Swords. You're letting go of this energy of the goblins, your darkness, and just being haunted. Sleepless nights. Number 5. This energy's got to change is what Spirit's saying. We got to let something go. We've got to let something heal. We've got to let something purge. We can't wait for this person to make contact, you know, any longer. If they're not making that contact, there's a reason, but we got to move forward with our lives. That's what Spirit's saying here. So let's get some advice from the angels about this. Yeah, this was definitely a dark one, you guys. Definitely painful one. Angel of joyfulness, something wondrous and magical is about to happen. What a beautiful message to get with all of this hardship. So the angels are saying that joy is on the horizon, but we've got to flush away what's not serving us. And what's not serving us is laying on the ground with those 10 swords in our back, focusing and concentrating on all the pain and all of the things that this person did to us. Regardless of how unfair it was and how unjust it was, focusing on it isn't going to change it. And we need to change this goblin's energy because this is a dark forest and we can't remain in the shadows. Too much time is slipping by. Your time is too valuable is what Spirit's saying. Why? Because you're meant for joy. This is not your life. All of this sadness, all of this pain, all of this darkness. And even if this person has thought a lot about you, you know, that's wonderful to know. But if they're not doing anything and they're still in silence or something's not changing, it doesn't change the facts that we've got to shift out of this darkness and flush away and purge what's no longer serving us. And what's no longer serving us is to basically stay in this state of being stuck and waiting or feeling like crap. We've got to move forward. And that's the only way to develop your mental clarity is to flush something out that's no longer serving. So let's go ahead and get a possible future energy. Possible future energy. Yeah, messenger of air. This might be what moves things along, okay? That might be what moves things along. This is the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is very abrupt action. It just means that the energy is flowing once again. Something can shift, something can change. This is also very mental, as in you're gaining mental clarity. So the message here is this is the way forward. That's what I'm getting from Spirit. And it may be that this is the energy that brings forth perhaps this person. If this energy has been stuck for a long period of time, it may be that this is what it takes. You flushing this away, you purging this, for this person to possibly reemerge, to either apologize or for you guys to handle a situation. Now, there's no promise or guarantee that that will happen. But what I'm getting is that why not take a chance? You're going to feel better in the process of releasing this energy and feeling that mental clarity and no longer feeling the heaviness of this energy. And it may possibly bring this person to want to change the situation between the two of you. So it's kind of a win-win is what I'm getting here from Spirit. So I know that that one was pretty dark, you guys, but there may have just been some really hard things that happened if you chose number 3. And Spirit is saying that there is definitely light at the end of the tunnel, but you've got to move towards it. You can't stay in this dark forest. It's not going to do you any good. Okay? Can't stay on the ground with those 10 swords in the back. You got to take action. You got to get on that horse and you got to move out of this energy because it's not serving you. That's what I got. So you guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that reading. Maybe, maybe not. If you didn't like this one, you guys can always choose number 1 or 2. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.